Hey guys, welcome. So I hope everyone is well, and we're going to do a little bit of a booty flow today. So starting off in your child's pose, sit the hips to the heels, extend the arms out nice and long, and just melt your forehead to the mat. So closing the eyes here, just start to connect into the breath, being present for your 40-minute practice, and just letting go of anything that is no longer serving you. So beginning to take a deep breath in through the nose, and then just take a deep exhale and sigh everything out through the mouth. I'm going to walk the hands over to the right side of the body, and stack your left hand on top of the right. Just melt the forehead to the mat, holding here for a few breaths. Then inhale, walk back through center as you stack the right hand on top of the left, feeling the stretch through your right side of your waist. Inhale, come back to center, lengthen those arms out long, back into your child's pose. Now coming into prayer here, so bring the hands together, thumbs to the top of the neck. Just feel a little stretch into the shoulders, maybe into the triceps. And release. Let's just walk the hands back and find your way into your tabletop. Stack those knees to your hips and shoulders to wrists. Now flip your fingers towards those knees. Let's just give those wrists a little stretch out here and maybe move backwards and forwards if that feels good on those wrists. You can do single hand or you can do both hands together, whichever one you feel is better for your body. Just keep circling out over the wrists and release. So scoop your core in, and from there take your right leg up and out to the side. So we're doing fire hydrants here, or as you know I like to call them, peeing up the wall. So lift and then tap the knees together here as they come back to the center. Inhale and exhale. So just make sure you've not dropped your weight over to the left side of your body, and both arms are straight. Now we're going to pulse here. Let's pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, guys. Release. From there, inhale, look up, and exhale, we round through into your cat pose. Just give it a little wiggle if you feel like that feels nice. Tailbone wags, just move a few rounds here, just maybe into a child's pose. Just find a little bit of free flow movement. And then inhale, we look back up, open into the throat. And then just find your way back into that tabletop. Now we're going to tap the top of the head to the mat here as we find a little tricep bend in those elbows. Again, scoop that core in, trying to get the head connected to the floor. My hair is in the way. Elbow squeeze to the ribcage. Keep going. Bend those elbows. And push back into child's pose. Let's just move over to the opposite side. So lifting the opposite leg here. So open and close into your fire hydrants. Trying to get your knee up to hip height if you can. Inhale and exhale, bringing both knees together as you tap the knees into the midline. Coming into that pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, guys. Again, inhale, we open out into your cow pose, look up to the sky. Exhale, round through, chin to chest, hugging that belly in. Sit the hips to the heels as you find your way back, child's pose. Again, we come back into your triceps here, so top of the head to the mat, bend those triceps. Squeeze the elbows to your rib cage, make sure they're not flaring out to the side. And we want to get that top of the head to the mat. If your hair is not in the way like mine is. Push back into child's pose to relax the forehead back to the floor. Start to look forward as you inhale, roll your way forward onto your belly. Untuck your toes and take your hands to your low rib cage, moving into some baby cobras here. Inhale, lift, and let's just hold it. Squeeze into your back muscles, exhale, release. Inhale, we lift, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, we lift. Again, elbows squeeze to those rib cage. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Scoop your belly in here as well, guys. And hold it. Make sure those elbows are squeezing in. Breathe. And then push your way back into a child's pose. Now let's come into thread the needle here. Take that right arm through. Maybe take a little bit of a bind here as the left arm wraps around the body. Just melting the right ear to the floor. Push into the left hand. We change to the opposite direction. Shoulder to the mat if you can. And opposite ear to the mat. Again, you've got the option to take a little bind here if that feels nice. We'll just stay here for a few moments just to relax and breathe. And then push your way back as you find your way into your downward facing dog. So this might be your first downward dog of the day. So if those hamstrings are feeling a little bit tight, just start to pedal the heels a few times into the mat. Wiggle the hips from side to side, shake it out. So, you know, guys, whatever you need to do for your downward dog, just move, flow. Let go. Taking a few breaths in and out. Just hold it still for a moment. Pause. Inhale to your tiptoes. Roll your way forward into a plank. And then roll up into upward facing dog. Bend the knees, exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, nice and slow, roll forward, up dog. Exhale, bend the knees as you push your way back into downward dog. Inhale, roll forward, plank to up dog, hold it for breath, and then exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, roll forward to plank. This time, I want you to bring that knee out to the side. So we're doing the same here. We're finding a little fire hydrant out to the side. So the left knee comes up and back to the center of the chest. So up and then in. Really working into your core here, guys. Just 5. And then switch to the opposite side. We lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Take it out to the side. Awesome, guys. Downward facing dog. Drop down onto your knees. And then from there, we're going to find a little toe stand here. So just checking your toes here. Make sure all of those toes are on the mat. So just fan them out a little bit. Roll your shoulders back. And then we're going to grab your elbows here. And think about lengthening through the tailbone to the top of the head. And just hold it for a few moments to relax. Inhale through the nose. And a deep exhale through the nose. Well done. Let's release. Come back. Downward facing dog. Walk it back. Inhale, roll your way up to standing as you should roll the shoulders back. Find your mountain pose, palms face forward. And just start to draw a few circles into the neck here. Again, just whatever is feeling tight in your body. I really want you to listen to your body and see where is the muscle tightness. Relax, release, let it go. Now come to the middle of your mat and stack your feet under your hips. Scoop your core in. Inhale, lift your right leg. We're going to work into the hip here. So opening the hip and then taking a little bit of a curtsy lunge back. Inhale, circle it round. Again, bend and come into your curtsy lunge. So it's a hip opening movement here, guys. So you are using that knee to circle your way around and then curtsy lunge as you tap the back foot behind. You can bring your hands into the heart center here. Again, just repeat here a few times. Inhale to come forward and then exhale to come into that curtsy lunge. So as you take the back leg behind, I want you to straighten the leg, the right leg. Oh, my leg was a little bit bent there, it should be straight. Awesome, guys. You're going to feel this into your glutes here as well as opening into that hip area. Inhale, circle, exhale, we tap. Let's pulse here again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, cross the ankle on top of your left thigh. Inhale, reach those arms to the sky, finding a little flow here from side to side. So your little tree movement, just keeping the ankle on that thigh for now. And then as you inhale, we sit down into your figure of 4 pose and then straight back up to the sky. Straighten the legs. Inhale, we sit down into your figure of 4. Exhale, we come up and rise. Inhale, sit down. Exhale, rise. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Now this time we're going to hold it here. So scoop your core in, stack your knee. Your knee should be opening here into a little hip opener. Bring the hands into the heart and let's lower that foot to the mat. Just check those feet are still under the hips. Inhale, rise those arms to the sky. Palms connect. Let's just find a little sway from side to side, working up into those obliques. Nice one, guys. Just let it go. Beautiful stretch in the side of your waist. Inhale, reach those arms to the sky, and exhale, float your way down as you find your forward fold. Inhale to halfway flat back, gaze to the front of the room. And then exhale, let's plant those hands down and step back into plank, moving through chaturanga. And then roll the shoulders back. Inhale, find your low cobra again, and exhale, lower to the mat. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, push it back into child's pose. From here, coming back into your cow pose, look up to the sky, exhale, round it through. Step your right foot back and lift the left hand. So lift and lower here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's hold it. Scoop the core in and release. Changing sides. Extend the right arm, then the back leg. We lift and lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Lengthen that spine. Scoop your core in. Push the ground away with the opposite hand. And then exhale as you release. Come back into downward dog. Take a moment here. And let's inhale, roll forward to plank. Now taking it back into those fire hydrants on the right side. So open that knee in your plank. 5 of these. This is a little bit of a challenging one. So do your 5 and then move to the opposite side as we lift and lower that knee 5 times. If you're feeling like you want to do more, you can stop the video and do 10. And push back when you're ready into your dog. Now walk the hands back. As you find that inhale, you rise up to standing, scoop the core in, shoulders roll at the top, palms face forward. Now just take the fingers to those shoulders and we'll just do a few little shoulder rolls here. So elbows, inhale forward and then exhale clockwise and anti-clockwise. Again, just finding your rhythm here, guys. And then squeezing your shoulders together here. Open those arms to a big T. Maybe take a little backward bend if that feels nice. And hold it. And then exhale, bring the hands into the heart. So let's move to the opposite leg. So opening that hip and stepping back into your curtsy lunge. This is a little tricky one for your balance. You can also take, whoa, see, I fell over on this one. It's a tricky one for your balance. So always remember, like, it doesn't matter if you fall over. Circle it around. I really want you to open that hip as much as you can. And then, I fell over again. Circle around and then curtsy lunge. Concentration in this one, guys. Just thinking about the breath as always. Inhale to open and then exhale as you sit down into that curtsy. And release. Inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit back into your curtsy. Here we'll pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done, guys. So stacking that ankle on top of your right thigh again. Inhale, we reach those arms to the sky, and exhale, pull the hands into the heart center. Now this time, inhale, right arm reaches. Let's do a little side bend over to the left. Bring the hands back through the heart as we reach the left arm up and over. Again, just finding that little stretch through the side waist, and then we'll sit back into figure of 4. Moving through that flow again, we inhale, and then we exhale as we rise up to standing. Inhale, circle the arms, reach them up to the sky as you exhale. Inhale, we reach the arms, and exhale, we come to the top. Inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, sit back down. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. This time, inhale, let's hold it here, guys. Sit down in that figure 4 a little bit lower, and then bring the hands into the heart. Well done. You need to give those legs a little shake. Give them a shake. Give yourself a little bit of a booty shake. Okay, so from here, come onto your tiptoes. Tailbone down and core is engaged. Inhale, reach those arms back up, lengthen, relax those shoulders. So lift up as high as you can onto your tiptoes, and then we're sitting back into a chair on your tiptoes here. So inhale, reach your arms up, stay on your tippy toes. And then as you exhale, fly the hands back and sit back into chair. Inhale, we lengthen and lift. Exhale, push back, chair. Inhale, reach those arms, lengthen, and exhale, sit back into chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sit back down. This time, reach the hands behind. Start pulsing those hands in here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Inhale, sit the heels to the floor. Come into your chair again. As you exhale, hands come into the heart center. Now lift and lower, alternating toes here, working into the feet, also working into your glutes. Lift and lower. Heel raises. Try and maintain that length through the spine here as well. And then exhale, we'll just take that forward fold. Maybe bring the forehead to the knees. And then step back into your downward dog. Now coming into your calf here, let's push your left heel to the mat and grab your big toe over that heel and just start to lengthen out through the back of the left leg here. Push your hips up to the sky and let's switch to the opposite side. And release. That should feel really nice. Take an inhale, we roll forward to that plank and move through that chaturanga this time. One press and then drop back to the knees. And then this time we'll roll forward to cobra again. Inhale, push into the hands, lift and exhale to lower. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, we lower. Now just stack your hands like a pillow here. Wiggle your hips around a little bit just to get into the midline and lift your left foot here. So we're flexing those toes and lifting that left knee off the mat, working into your glutes. Pulsing up and down. Tap your knee to the floor every time here. And your right foot is pushed into the floor as well, core engaged. Start to think about squeezing into your back glute muscle as you lift that heel to the sky. Good. So let's keep it going. Now pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's hold it. Squeeze the glutes and point your toe as you lengthen back out. And maybe give the hips a little wiggle from side to side here. We're going to switch to the opposite side. So lift that right heel to the sky, bending into the right knee joint. Knee taps the floor as you melt it back into the mat. And stay active through your left leg, so your left foot is rooting down into the floor. Start to feel that beautiful booty start to fire up, hopefully anyways. Good, now let's pulse it guys, so pulsing up and down. Start to really fire up into the right glute. Hold it, squeeze into your back muscle. Lift it up a little bit higher. And then point your back toe as you drop it slowly to the floor. Well done. So working into your shoulders here, just bend your right arm out to a cactus. And then we'll roll over onto your right hip. If that's too much in a cactus arm here, you can always use your airplane arm and straighten it out. And then we inhale, come back to center. Let's switch to the opposite side. So elbow in line with your shoulder and take the opposite foot behind. And come back to center as you inhale. Well done. Now we're coming into a locust. I want you to flip those hands to face the floor, palms facing to the mat. Baby fingers connected here. Scoop your belly in, chin to the mat. We lift your right leg to the sky as we point your toe. So lift and lower. Only the right side. Chin is on the floor and your eye gaze is looking forward. Your baby fingers should be connected here. Again, we're working into the back muscle, so working into the glutes. And now we're going to hold it. Point through your back leg, lengthen it out as straight as you can. Maybe lift it up a little bit higher. Squeeze the glute, squeeze the back. And exhale as we lower. Switch to the opposite side, so lift the left leg up and then down. Point your toe and make sure your leg is nice and active. So it's a straight leg, no bending at the knee joint, as much as your leg will straighten. Let's hold it again, so really fire up that glute. Point and lengthen through your toes. And release. Well done, just wiggle those hands back out in front. Now take your aeroplane arms and then we'll move back into your little shoulder stretch and chest opener as we just did before. Inhale, come back to center, lengthen the opposite arm out into that aeroplane and then just drop the right leg over. And we inhale, come back to center. Awesome. Roll your shoulders back, guys. Come into your cobra or find your way into upward facing dog. And we roll it back into downward facing dog. And relax. Inhale. Drop down onto your knees. Stack those knees to hips, scoop your core in. I'm coming back into your fire hydrants again. So left side, let's open and close, up and open. Knees are connected as you come back into the midline. Keep that head in line with the spine as always. And now let's pulse it. Pulse it up and down. Well done, guys. I want you to feel that burning in the left butt cheek. Now take your right leg back, scoop your belly in. And let's take your left arm forward here, lengthening into your bird dog as we cactus the elbow, and then your opposite knee taps your right elbow or tricep. So tap and then lengthen back out. And we keep this movement going. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, knee taps the elbow. Cactus that left elbow as you connect the elbow to the knee. This is going to target into your core as well. Now cactus your left elbow and start to pulse through the back heel as well. Scoop that core in, try not to let your back arch. Squeeze your glutes, now hold it. And release, well done. So coming into your cow face here, stack your left knee on top of your right knee. This is always an awkward pose for many people if they've got tight hips. So trying to get your knees stacked on top, they may or may not. If this is too much, come into your cross-legged position. Sit up nice and tall. Take an inhale. As you exhale, roll your way forward, chest to thighs, melt your forehead to the floor or to the knees. And just close your eyes. Enjoy the stretch. Think about rooting your sitting bones down into the mat. And let go. Now if your hips are feeling a little bit more open, you can bring the feet a little bit further forward and flex your toes to face one another. Just going to stretch right deep down into your hips. Good. So we're here for a few more breaths. Just relax. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale, rise. Take your right arm up and over. Find your side bend. And then inhale, come back to center as you switch to the opposite side. Inhale, come back to center. Open those arms out. Let's pulse here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Just give yourself a little forehead to meet those knees here. Relax, tap, and release. Okay, so extend your left leg out. We're coming into your stir the soup, as I always call it, or, well, stir your green smoothie, whatever you want. Working again back into your hips here. So grabbing the foot, grabbing the ankle, wherever you can grab. And then we're coming into your rockabye baby. So take that foot to the inner elbow here. And just hold it still or rock your baby. Feeling that stretch with the right hip. Staying active through that left heel. Now working into your IT band, start to extend the leg out nice and straight. Grabbing hold of the outside of the foot as you draw the right shoulder back and look behind. You should have a nice stretch happening all the way down the side of your leg. Come back to center. Drop your foot to the floor and just give yourself a little hug. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, look over your right shoulder as you come into your spinal twist. And release. Come back to center. Inhale, reach those arms to the sky. Exhale, find your forward fold, grabbing hold of your heels, your toes. Inhale, we reach, and exhale, we come back into a tabletop position. Drop the head back, and exhale, we lower. Finding your way back into plank. Let's move through vinyasa, through your chaturanga, into up dog, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Rolling forward back onto your knees. Let's move to the opposite side. So scoop your core in and we lift and lower back into your fire hydrants, up and then down. So again, trying to think about drawing that knee to your hip height if you can, without bending into the left elbow. That will naturally happen. And now find that pulsing movement. Really fire up into your glutes and your core. Pulse. Burn it out, guys. Well done. Release. Extend the right leg back. Extend your left arm forward. Now, from there, I'll just move to the opposite side so you can see what I'm doing. So extend the back leg out. And then we tap the knee to the elbow or the tricep as that right arm cactuses out to the side. So and remember to inhale to lengthen and exhale as you round it through into that tap. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, tap. Good. Nice job, guys. Let's hold it out, cactus your right elbow, and then from here we find a pulsing again, pulsing the back leg as well as your right elbow back towards the end of the mat. Pulse, 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 hold, and release. So moving to the opposite side, stacking your opposite knee on top, so making sure you are doing a different side here. And again, if you can't manage this pose, just come into a cross-legged position. So inhale to find that length and then exhale as you forward fold over your legs, melting your forehead to the knees or the chin. These are one of these poses where I just like to close my eyes and enjoy the stretch. Remember, yoga is a process of letting go. The more you can let go, the more you can surrender and create space for new things. Again, if you want to wiggle your toes forward here, you can. And then just flex your toes so they're facing one another. A little bit of a deeper stretch into the hips. Now inhale, we rise. Let's take the right arm up over into your side bend again. Come back to center, switch to the opposite side. And pulsing those arms back out here. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze and open the hands out nice and wide. And release. Again, just find a little forward fold over the legs as we extend the opposite leg this time. And again, coming into that stir, the smoothie. Opening and closing the leg a few times. You can keep the leg straight, you can bend the knee. Again, it's always just about listening to your body and seeing how you feel. Now coming into your rockabye baby, just take that foot to the inner elbow and start to rock a few times. Again, make sure you're active with the right heel because we always get a little bit sloppy. Or just, dance it around a little bit like I am. Take hold of the outer edge of your left leg and reach it out nice and long, coming into your IT band stretch as you gaze behind that back shoulder and release. Give that leg a little hug, and then as you inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, take your twist and look over the back shoulder. Come back through to center. Extend both the legs out nice and long as you find your forward fold. Again, lengthen to the sky, and then exhale, hinge from the hips, melt the chest, the forehead down, relax, and then inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, we find that tabletop. I'm coming onto my fingertips here if you want to give it a try, and then exhale, we lower back to the mat. Cross those legs as we find our way back into dog. Gaze to the top of the mat. Take a few moments as we step that right leg up. Now this right knee is coming out to the side. We're coming into a little bit of a work into your core here. So try and get the leg, three-legged dog, as your right leg scoops around. Just 5 of these on the right side, guys. Inhale to rise and exhale, reach it out. Try not to let the right foot meet the mat. Now knee comes to the chest as we take the knee down the tricep, down the elbow, and find your way into pigeon pose. Inhale, open that chest, lengthen through the crown of the head, roll your shoulders a few times, wiggle it out. And then exhale, just find your forward fold. So you can stay here on the forearms, or if you're feeling a little bit more open, you can just take the forehead to the mat and relax and breathe. Make sure you've not rolled over to your right hip. Hips are squared to the mat. Inhale, rise. Press your right hand into the floor, lift the left arm, grab hold of your back foot, stretch into your hip flexor, and take a deep breath in. And then exhale, maybe melt your forearm to the floor, feeling that beautiful stretch, screaming swan. It's not my favorite stretch, but it's a good one for those hip flexors and quads. And slowly release the back leg. Push into the fingertips. Let's lift the back leg. Come onto your toes here. And then step the right knee back and step forward into pyramid pose. Finding a twist here. Right hand to the floor. Left arm reaches. Again, we're stretching into that IT band. So straighten the front leg, then bend. We come into pyramid. Step back. Plank. Chaturanga. Drop all the way to the floor. Inhale, spider cobra. Come onto your fingertips. And exhale to lower. Inhale, roll your way up to upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Move into the opposite leg here. So inhale, left leg to the sky. Again, circle it out to the side. Three-legged dog as you bring the left leg forward. Now again, we're doing 5 of these on that left side. If you feel like you want to do more than 5, welcome again to stop and do a few more. And then bring the knee to the chest, knee down that wrist as we find our way back into pigeon pose. Lengthen the back leg out, stack your shoulders over those hips. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale. Let's come back down onto the forearms if you can, or just hold it still, wherever Your body is right now. There is no rush. Just keep the eyes closed. Focus on the present moment. Let go of what no longer serves you. And walk the hands back as you inhale. Now left hand down, inhale, right arm to the sky. Reach and grab hold of your back foot. Now if this pose is a little bit awkward and you can't get into it, you've always got the option here, guys, of using a strap or a towel to grab hold of the foot. Working with the breath as always, inhale through the nose, and it's that exhale that takes you a little bit deeper into the pose. Slowly release the back foot down. Inhale, rise up onto your fingertips. And then again, we're just going to lift that left knee up, step it forward, and come into your pyramid, twisted pyramid on the opposite side. So the right fingertips are coming out to the side of your foot. Now bend and straighten into the front knee, and then step it back into your downward facing dog. Roll your way forward to plank, moving through chaturanga. Lower to the belly, inhale, cobra, or find your up dog, and exhale, push back, downward facing dog. So just finding your way to a comfortable seat now, finding a comfortable cross-legged position. And then just take your right shoulder to meet the right ear here, or opposite way around. Little side stretch neck. And roll your way over to the opposite side. Beautiful stretch in the side of your neck. Bring the chin to the chest. Pause here for a moment. And then just drop open the throat. Breathe. Take the hands into the heart center. Lengthen through the spine. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale out. Bring those thumbs to the forehead, bowing your head down. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys. If you enjoyed, please do give me a like, and I will see you on the next video next Monday. Awesome, guys.